And so, it finally ends after 2 or 3 anime seasons since Sailor Moon Crystal has been airing. It finally ends. It's been a long time since this series began. Like, I really don't even remember what season this started on. I think it started on summer of last year. I really think it did. I think Sailor Moon Crystal started on summer of 2014, or even fall of 2014. Still, that's a long-ass time, because, I mean, even if it started in fall, that means it came out in fall, winter, spring, and now summer. That's a long-ass time. It really is. And so, it feels like I've been reviewing this series forever. It really does. It feels like I have reviewed this for a very, very, very long time. And this was quite the experience for me. I'm going to, talk about my final thoughts of the series before I talk about the final conclusion of this episode. I'm getting my final thoughts out of the way. Sailor Moon was an experience for me. It really was. Because, as I've said a couple of times before, I've never seen the manga. Like, I've never read the manga. I've never seen the original Sailor Moon anime. And I have seen comments from Chibi letting me know that this series is not accurately following the manga. I've been told that there's some things that have been changed, which I don't know what has specifically been changed. The point still stands. Like, I personally have enjoyed this experience of Sailor Moon. Getting to see why so many really loved this in the past, in the age of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z when it started airing. I now see why so many really like this series. It's not the most groundbreaking series I've ever seen, but that's this day and age, because back in the past, when, Sailor Moon was first coming out, there was not many things like this type of series. Like, there was not many anime or manga like Sailor Moon, and so, at that time, it was very unique. I mean, might not have been the first thing to do something like this, but it was very different from normal, and I can see why this series would gain such a massive amount of popularity in the past. And now, my final thoughts from what I think of Sailor Moon, it was definitely a series I'm glad I watched. I got to see a glimpse into the past and what really was famous in the past at the time of the age of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, and when I wasn't, into this type of series. I'm glad I got to see this. I really am. And if there ever is a Season 2 of Sailor Moon Crystal, I will definitely review it and watch it. Or if there's ever a reboot or anything, I will definitely watch it, because I do like Sailor Moon. It was very fun. I have no regrets sitting down, even though I kind of disapprove of the scheduling of this series, because the scheduling can be a bitch at times. I mean, airing every damn 2 weeks to sometimes even 3 weeks, and you're just like, oh my god, the Sailor Moon episode's out. Like, you completely forget. You really do, because the scheduling of this series is just terrible. It really is, man. Because out of all the reviews, I have a set schedule, and then, having to wake up, at 4 damn a.m. in the morning. Oh god, dude. Yeah, that's what time this comes out. So, and the scheduling of the series definitely sucked ass. But besides that, it was still fun. I enjoyed watching it. So, final thoughts, I'm glad I did watch this. I have no regrets. So, let's talk about this final episode. So, the final episode, it concludes the Black Moon arc. And the Death Phantom gets defeated. And my only real complaint, personally, with this episode, or this arc in general, is how fast Death Phantom went down. It felt like it was anticlimactic, if you get my point. I don't know if that was like that in the manga. I have no idea if it was or not. But the way Death Phantom was taken down, it felt very anticlimactic. It felt like it was way too fast for his, final form, the planet going up against the planet. It just felt like it was just, rushed or finished very quickly just to tie up the knots of this episode and just conclude the anime series. I don't think this is all the content of Sailor Moon, though, because I know there's quite a few volumes of Sailor Moon, and I don't think this was all the content that Sailor Moon has to offer. I think we were just left on a cliffhanger, and we'll see if we'll ever get a Season 2 or not, because I thought, Chibi Uso is supposed to have, her own arcs with, Sailor Moon, travel with Sailor Moon and take out villains and stuff in the future, right? Because I could have swore I saw stuff like that in the original Sailor Moon when I was scrolling over through TV a long time ago when I was really young and it aired on TV. I could have swore Chibi Uso was part of different arcs with Sailor Moon that wasn't focused around the Black Moon arc, but I could be wrong about that, because it was a long time ago, and my mind could be fading memories. But getting back into the episode, though, besides Death Phantom being very anticlimactic, I felt like it did a good job with wrapping everything up. I mean, poor Pluto, she's fucking dead. She's not coming back. She's dead. That's sad, man. That's really sad. That is pretty damn sad. I didn't really get connected with Pluto, so to say, because as I said, she was just introduced in this arc, and I didn't have time to really connect with her. But it's still sad to see how she died. She is permanently dead, which I have a lot of respect for Sailor Moon Crystal to be able to kill off a character like that and not bring that character back, which shows that this series can have death. So I'm happy to see that when it comes to this series as well. Now, Chibi Usa, she's going to be staying with, Usagi and them for a while, because at the end of the episode, she gets sent to the past. She's going to be staying with them, and then that was pretty much it. She's going to do her training. Series ends. So, personally, final episode, did it feel like it was a good stopping point? Yeah, it did. I mean, if I never got to see another episode, I think I would be satisfied. I mean, I think the main point got across. Sailor Moon's going to become, Neo Queen Serenity. She's going to help out the Earth in the future when she gets older, give everybody, eternal life. She's going to have a daughter. I mean, the pairing got kind of situated besides, the side girls, Sailor Mars, Mercury, Venus, and, and all them. They didn't get their romance, but at the very least, Usagi and Tuxedo Mask got their relationship. We know they're going to have a child, and we know how the future's going to be. So, I feel like all the questions did get answered if you think about it. So, there's not really much more to really cover unless you just want to extend the story and probably give the other girls their romance routes. But that'd be about it. So, tell me your thoughts. How do y'all feel about this finale of Sailor Moon Crystal? What would you rate the series? How would you feel about the series if, you were to know what you know now and then restart it? Would you watch it? Let me know. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.